Welcome back to the Sports News and Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my Week 15 NFL previews and analysis. This video is for the game between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. This game will take place in Cleveland, and obviously Cleveland with a record of 4-9, coming off of a very good win last week versus New England, a game which was, I think, goes without saying, their best performance of the season. And you have the Bears at 7-6. Okay, they don't hold any of the tiebreakers with Detroit, and they sit 2 games back of the wild card. So very little margin for error for the Bears here as they head down the stretch. They get Jay Cutler back this week. A lot of mixed feelings on whether Cutler should be the quarterback with how good Josh McCown is playing, and especially since we're headed towards the stretch run. And like I said, the Bears with not much margin for error. Is this the right time to bring Cutler back in the fold? Well, we'll see as he's going to be vaulted into a game against a team in the Browns that does have a very good pass defense. You look, obviously, that defense, pass defense led by Joe Hayden. They'll have stiff competition by the way of Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Marshall, and obviously Martellus Bennett. That'll be the matchup of the game to me. How does Cutler come back and play in his first game? And even if he's up to the challenge, how is he able to navigate that Browns secondary, which has been very good all season? Then obviously on the Browns offense, led by Jason Campbell. Brandon Weeden may be healthy enough to back up Campbell, but Campbell undoubtedly, as he's earned, will be the starter here this week for the Browns. Josh Gordon obviously having a record-breaking 3-game stretch here and a very good season, as a whole here after being suspended earlier in the season. And a lot of the Bears' problems on defense have come from their lack of being able to stop the run. Lance Briggs will miss this game again. We all know the numbers since he's been out. They've let up over 200 yards a game on the ground. The Browns, though, one of the worst teams in the league at running the football. So how much does Briggs being out really hurt them in this game? That remains to be seen. The matchup with Josh Gordon and the defensive backs of Chicago, how does that play out? Of course, you have Jason Campbell playing against one of his former teams. We'll see how that, again, sort of unfolds as well. So a lot of subplots in this game, but most notably the one with Cutler. McCown, maybe he's a great fit for this Trestman offense. Maybe he is the right guy to play right now because you don't know what you're going to get out of Cutler. But the bottom line is Cutler's a free agent after the end of the year, unrestricted free agent. If Chicago has plans on keeping him long-term, they can't bench him the rest of the season because then he simply won't come back. So there's a lot of things at play here on top of just who's the better quarterback to play right now. And you have the guys in the locker room backing Cutler when they need to, saying the right things in public. So I don't think that'll be an issue as far as animosity in the locker room. You haven't heard anything from that perspective. I think this is going to be a very good game because I think the Cleveland defense, is going to play well. The only thing I have a question with Cleveland is, did they spend everything they had in the tank last week emotionally in that big win against New England, or do they use that win against New England as a stepping stone? Teams that are not used to winning usually go one of those 2 ways. I think in this one, I think Cleveland goes up from the game they played against New England. And again, I think that Chicago defense and how much they've struggled, combined with Jay Cutler maybe not being as up to par in his first game back here, I think all combined to give Cleveland a win here. It's the even spreads, a pick 'em. I like Cleveland to win at home over Chicago, and in the process severely hamper Chicago's effort to make the playoffs. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Preview every game every week. Talking the NFL all the time. NFL draft here in the upcoming weeks. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.